Welcome back guys to another video. This is my 2025 Imola Romania Grand Prix driver ratings. Well, enjoy. It's a slightly shorter one this time. Gabriel Bortoleto to start things off. I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10. He started 14th and finished 18th. He made it to Q2, but I generally think he should have been knocked out because Bearman's lap would have got him to Q2. The race was okay, but I'll get into the Bearman incident later. Next up, Nico Hülkenberg started 17th, finished 12th. I'm going to give him a 7.5 out of 10. He was lucky to have managed to pit under the virtual safety car. He was running in 8th before pitting, and then he went to the end on medium, so impressive from him, but I can give 7.5 maximum. We now move on to Albon. Started 7th, finished 5th. As you can see, it's a 10 out of 10 for him. It has to be a 10 this time around really, because it's another top 5 finish. He was fighting the Ferraris and could potentially finish 4th or even 3rd if Piastri hadn't passed him. Good effort from him though. Now, Carlos Sainz. Started 6th, finished 8th. 8.5 out of 10. I mean, yes, he still had points, but he was considered... Yeah, he got screwed over by the VSC, so yeah. Next up, Isaac Hadjar. Started the race 9th, finished the race in 9th as well. 7.5 out of 10 for him. He had a relatively good race and he maintained position. If he had qualified higher, he would have a really high chance of finishing high. But however, this is the final results and I have no comments about it. So we move on to Liam Lawson. Started 15th, finished 14th. I'm going to give him a 4.5 out of 10 this week. He was screwed over by the safety car, but this was not the worst. But yeah, this kind of performance does not deserve a passing grade. Next up, Oliver Bearman. Started 19th, finished 17th. 5.5 out of 10. He should have gotten into Q2, man. Seriously. The FIA don't know what they're doing. He deleted his time but he finished before the red flag came out, so yeah. Anyway, he would have been in Q2, yes, and he will have probably finished higher had he made it to Q2. Now Esteban Ocon. Started 18th, finished DNF. I'm going to give him a 4.5 as well. Tried a one-stop strategy, but then an engine failure and retired. So, really hard to judge because he had an engine failure and it's not his fault. Now move on to Franco Colapinto. Started 16th, finished 16th. I'm going to give him a 4.5 as well. He crashed during quali and yeah, the race was not good. Pierre Gasly. Started 10th, finished 13th. 6.5 out of 10 from me this week. Great job getting into Q3. However, the race was unfortunate and he got damaged and then he dropped down the grid further and further. Lance Stroll, 5.5 out of 10. Started 8th, finished 15th. Qualifying was quite good. I think he gave up on the race though. He didn't pit during the full safety car. Why? Was that someone please inform me? Next up, Fernando Alonso. Started the race 5th and finished 11th. I'm going to give him an 8.5 out of 10. Qualifying was amazing from him. And it was unfortunate that he didn't score any points. However, he pushed till the very end, so great effort by him. Kimi Antonelli up next. Started 13th, did not finish. Qualifying wasn't too good. Then he had an engine failure. It was a very anonymous weekend for him. And unfortunate because this is in front of his home crowd. So 6 out of 10 by him. George Russell's the next driver I'll be rating. Started 3rd, finished 7th. 7.5 out of 10 for George. Qualifying was amazing, however the race was not good. I said last week that he does nothing and gets a podium. This time around, he does a lot and he finished 7th. So yeah. Yuki Tsunoda. Started from the pit lane and finished 10th. 6 out of 10. I mean, it is good for a second Red Bull driver already, but he crashed during qualifying and his teammate was leading the race. Had he not crashed during quali and maybe made it to Q2, and if Verstappen didn't win, it probably would have been like an 8 or 9. Next up, we have a reigning world champion, Max Verstappen. Started 2nd, finished 1st. I'm going to give him a 10 out of 10 this week. Qualifying was relatively good. And the race was great for him. Nothing much he could have done there. Managed to pass Piastri for the lead on the first lap with a poor start and then controlled from there. So overall, it's a 10, nothing less. Lewis Hamilton, the first Ferrari driver to be rated, started 12th, finished 4th, 8.5 out of 10. Qualifying was bad, but also for both the Ferraris, so it's not just his fault. And the race was spectacular for him. He climbed from P12 all the way to P4, man. And he had another through goes Hamilton moment, so nice. Next Ferrari driver, Charles Leclerc, started 11th, finished 6th. I only can give him an 8 out of 10. He had to swap positions with Hamilton, fell back behind Albon and couldn't defend. Technically, Ferrari asked him to give Albon back the position. Who knows if he would have gotten a penalty, but whatever. They are followed by the two reigning Constructors champions, McLaren, starting with Oscar Piastri. Started first, finished third. He had no available tyres to get him to the end of the race. That affected his chance of victory significantly. At the start, he was only looking at Russell and did not realise that Max was there, so 8.5 out of 10. Finally, Lando Norris started 4th, finished 2nd, 8.5 out of 10 as well. I think he would have probably gotten 3rd place behind Piastri, but it is lucky that safety car came out. Well, now here is my driver ratings rankings. Verstappen comes in 1st with a score of 10. Albon also with a score of 10 in 2nd. In 3rd, no 9s today. Sainz with an 8.5. 4th, Norris with an 8.5. In 5th, Piastri with an 8.5. And in 6th, Hamilton also with an 8.5. Alonso comes in with an 8.5 as well in 7th. Leclerc, the sole 8 in 8th position. Russell with a score of 7.5 in 9. Hadjar with a score of 7.5 in 10th. 11th goes to Huckelberg, also with a score of 7.5. 12th is Gasly's position with 6.5. Antonelli, Bortoleto and Tsunoda, all with 6, come in 13th, 14th and 15th respectively. 16th goes to Behrman with 5.5, and from here, and Stroll with 17th, 5.5. From here on, all 3 drivers, Colapinto, Ocon and Lawson, all have a 4.5 and take up the 18th, 19th and 20th position respectively. Anyway, that's all for this video. If you enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe for more content, and I'll see you guys in the next video, which is probably next week. Driver ratings. See you there. Bye.